Hey fellow YouTubers, Roland Martin here. Today I got a special treat for you. We're going after some monster bass, and I got the monster bass catcher, JT Kenny from Palm Bay, Florida. One of the professional fishermen. You've won a lot of big tournaments on the FLW trail and the Bass Trail. You're a guide at Okeechobee for how many years? I remember 28 years ago you came up and introduced yourself.
It was. We were talking about that. 28 years. That time flies, man. It really does.
Well, you know, he came up. He was 20-something years old. He said, "Roland, I'm from Maryland," and I was from Maryland. You know, I'm going to come down and guide in the wintertime. I said, "Great, you did really well." And you saw the crux of the big fish at Okeechobee. I don't know how many 10-pounders you caught, but it was a lot.
It was. It was really good.
And so that's why we're here today. We're kind of both in the boat. We're trying to catch a monster bass. Just last week, you caught a monster with Shaw.
Yeah, well, I didn't catch it. Shaw Grigsby, he caught a 12.5 pounder.
12.5 pounder. And I caught one that's the day before, right at 10 pounds. So that's the kind of fish we're going to try to catch today. And we're going to talk, and in the process, we're going to probably talk about how to handle the fish and how to catch and release them, and
very
and the different techniques for, you know, big fish.
When you're handling big fish like that, you got to be a little bit more careful, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit.
Well, let's get started.
Let's go, man. Let's catch some bass. But it's a pretty unique place because, and it really goes to show you how fast the F1 largemouth bass will grow, and just the regular Florida strain largemouth bass will grow. This place has only been impounded for 6 years, and there's 12.5 pounders. How many 9s and 10s have you caught? I've caught a couple.
Do you think there's any F1s in here? I mean,
supposedly they stock a lot of F1s in here.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yep.
Well, anyway, folks, we're off for a big record day. I don't know, you know, that's the thing about bass fishing when you're in our category. It's all in anticipation, whether we catch a 10-pounder or not. If that's our goal, you know, every single cast we make today, we're going to be thinking that.
Yeah, exactly.
And we might not catch one.
But the cool place on this body of water, that's a legitimate call that you could, on this, there's so many in here, this body of water, you actually could catch a 10-pounder on any cast.
Well, I had a friend with me last weekend, and he caught his big bass. He was only 8 pounds, but it was his biggest fish.
Yeah, absolutely.
So many people I talk to, and I know that you're doing the same thing, about half the people that fish here have caught their personal best.
Isn't that amazing?
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, for some people it might be a 6 or 8 pounder,
right.
you know.
But still,
it's
their
biggest fish.
This is great, man.
Let's get going. Okay, hey, what you got there? You got a good one. What you got, JT?
He missed it
JT's
once.
got a good one.
He missed it once, and I just let it lay there.
How big do you think it is?
It's not that big.
Nice,
It's a decent
5 or 6 pounder. That's a good one. Yeah, look at that guy. Yeah, now we're talking. That's the kind of fish that we have here in the headwaters.
You know what's funny about
4 or 5
that?
pounds.
And this is something that your viewers, I mean, this might be good for them. A fish hit it, and he missed it, and instead of jerking it away from him, I just left it lay there. I didn't even move it, and he came back and got it.
I wonder if it's the same fish.
I don't know. I bet you we're going to throw back up there and find out.
I'm going to try this swim bait, and I'm just going to try real quick to see what happens. And I'm going to try a swim bait.
Something blew up on it. You might have the meat and the salad.
That's why 65 pounder. Frog fishing. This is a spro deal. I don't know.
I believe he's still in there.
Yeah, I see him. I see him on there. Get right here.
You got the meat and the salad?
There we go.
That's a decent one. Look at
That's
that.
a good frogfish. That's what we're talking about, folks.
Heck yeah. Oh, still on there.
Still on there.
That's why you put those bigger hooks on there, isn't it?
I know. A little 4 or 5 pounder, but see, that's the beautiful thing about a frog bite.
Look how
If you look how he ate the thing way down his throat, and it catches him on the top. Now that's the advantage of this hook. Gary Milicevic, one of the guys at Okeechobee, showed me this trick. That's a beautiful bass. That's the kind we're after, but that's not the trophy. That's just a decent bass.
That's right.
Now, here's the deal on this frog. I've taken the 4-aught hook. It normally comes with a 3-aught hook. But Gary showed me how to do this. You replace it with the 4-aught hook. You notice the hook is actually sticking out of the frog.
Yeah.
It's not weedless anymore, but it's pretty weedless, even at that. But you don't miss any fish. You get like every single one of them that bite. That's the big deal.
You know, I've seen it a lot in the wintertime when the afternoon's a lot better.
Yeah.
But the last couple of weeks here, you know, we're in October-ish time frame, and it's been seeing like the mornings have been slow. So let's move around a little bit.
Well, we've caught a couple of decent ones, you know, a couple 4 and 5 pounders, and we missed a couple more. So you can't say we've done terrible. We've had like 4 good fish to bite.
Right, but this place is so good.
We haven't had a monster yet. No monster. Let's get a monster. Okay, folks, monster coming up. A big old gun. He's got a big one. Okay. Oh, son, he's got a big one. JT's got a monster, son. Hey, this is what it's all about. Flipping and pitching the big boys. Flipping and pitching the big boys. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, son. I'm gonna get That's a good one. We got him, son. Pitching and flipping the big boy. The big fish. Big time. That's what it's all about. Wow. Let's see, I got a good skate.
Yeah, let's find out.
Let's find out what it weighs. Woo. I'd say it's at least 8 pounds.
Oh, that's an 8-pounder for sure.
Yeah. 9, 4, 9, 5. 9 pounds, 5. Look at this hook. Look at this. 9 pounds, 5 ounces. Look at this. 9 pounds, 5 ounces. That's a beauty.
Oh, that's
9
perfect.
pounds, 5 ounces. Huh?
I know,
Can you
that's
get it?
awesome.
Huh? That's a big one, son.
Now, one of the things you want to do, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
You want to support that fish. Now, of course, we had to have it hanging like that to weigh it. But when you're doing other stuff, you want to support that fish underneath the back of it right here. Don't you agree? That's holding that fish up a little bit.
You know, I just want to mention to the audience, and I know we've both fished a lot of tournaments.
Right.
I was fishing a tournament once in Okeechobee. I had a big fish die on me, and it cost me the tournament.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah. There's a good one.
it's not good. It's just medium size, 4 or 5 pounds. But hey, that's all right. That's all right. We'll take them.
Starting to get some stuff done now, aren't we?
We're starting to get it done. They're starting to bite. These are big old bass. It's just a small one compared to what JT just caught.
It's still a nice one. Hey, to me, anything over 3.5 pounds is a damn nice one. I don't care how many of them you catch.
Right.
It's a nice one.
Yep. We're catching nice ones.
There you go.
You know, that's the thing. Here's a little 2 or 3 pound bass. It took everything I could do to get them out of there, because that stuff's thick. And if you had anything less than, maybe you can get by with 50, but that's like an absolute less. You have to have heavy line. Have to have heavy line.
A good one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Good one, son. Good one. Good one. Okay, now we're talking. GoPro, start recording. Let's see, wait a minute. Let me do something. Let me do something. Was that thing on the whole time?
No,
Yeah.
I got yours. I grabbed yours.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, that's a good one now. Hey, now we're talking. 7 pounds or so. What do you think? Huh? Let's weigh it just real quick. I don't know where it is. That scale is right there somewhere. I'll just see what happens. Weigh the thing real fast. 614, 613. Well, 7 pounds.
That's a 7-pounder
That's
to
a
me.
7-pounder. Hey, that's pretty good. That's not exactly the 8-pounder we wanted, but hey, not bad. Not a bad bass. That's what we're talking about, folks. You know, these digital scales, some of them are a little off. What the heck? I don't know if this is heavy or light, but that's a beautiful bass. In fact, while we're at it, just because it's a beautiful bass, I'm going to take a still picture of this, showing you a few things about not only catching fish here on the Headwaters Lake, but how to flip and how to keep fish alive when you do catch them.
Yep, that's such a big deal. We've really got to conserve this resource. But the biggest deal to me today was after 28 years of friendship,
That was fun.
to actually be able to get in
good.
the boat. We've known each other for 28 years, never been in the boat together before, but we are today. Awesome, man. Thanks for bringing me along. I appreciate it so much.